Okay, so the crypto market seems to go up a little bit and then chop and more sideways and then chop and more sideways and chop. With just now again the market again seeing some pretty stupid prices, nothing too high. Basically everything in the market is going down. There's only a few coins that are up. Jupiter, Thorchain, RUNE. After some big issues were revealed, RUNE went down like crazy, and right now it's slowly but surely picking itself back up. Our favorite coin, Litecoin, that is a joke because Litecoin is a bit of a joke. A couple of exchange tokens, and that's basically it for the broader market here. What I thought was actually quite interesting as well is just how significantly down some coins are over the past few weeks. With Sonic right now, Phantom, at like 54 cents, and when I was looking through, there's a lot of coins which were basically just going down permanently, it seems, or at least now. Look at this 𝗕𝗪𝗀𝗀 coin here is down 40% or so since launch. Move is down pretty significantly from the last month. Sonic, Beam, Whiff. I never want to see Whiff again. That was one of the worst buys I've done in my life. But even virtuals right here, back to $2.50, and many other coins are just back to the freaking trenches, it seems. They're not doing too well. But to some extent, I feel as if it's a very significant overreaction. Why? Well, if we're taking a look at it, right? So let's first of all start here. 𝗕𝗓𝗀𝗀𝗃 shared gold right at an all-time high, Bitcoin right at an all-time high, the stock market basically right at an all-time high, the dollar index falling, yields falling, inflation is under control. The terrorists were not as bad as expected. The Fed will be walking back hawkishness, but crypto Twitter is bearish. Everybody's saying things will go down. Max said, so many positive news pieces, but we are not going up. Why? Cousin said, so weird, we aren't going vertical. I don't get it. It makes no sense. This other guy said, hey, this is the strangest bull market I have ever seen. Bitcoin is over $100,000, and you would think that alts would be pumping? Question mark. Lost for words, but I'm holding with diamond hands because I believe we will run hard soon. And then Kyle said, people are getting wrecked. We need to return to utility tokens. The shitcoin casino will eat you alive. Now, all quite interesting on its own, but more importantly, two things. One, the currency of AI is crypto by CZ. The reason I wanted to quickly share this is because what I'm seeing right now in the market is that we're just basically undervaluing things, mostly based on what they're going to be worth in the future. And what I mean is, if we're looking at the crypto market right now, many people have their very bearish ideas and they're not excited even though they should be. But I think many people are just thinking of, hey, where's it going to be tomorrow? How much will it be up in the next few hours, etc. They're not so much looking at where's it going to be over the next few months, especially if we're taking a look at Trump and the new, I guess, decisions that were made with regards to the macroeconomic situation. But to add to that, if we're taking a look at the broader crypto market and how we're flowing, like if we compare 2017 to this cycle right now, so this is again a comparison between in blue, the 2015 to 2018 cycle, and in black right now, the 2022 cycle. What is kind of interesting is just how similar the run has been here, right? Just how similar the come up has been. And we keep looking at it thinking, oh, this is bad, this is bad. But in reality, every single time, it just moves in a similar sort of fashion. And most likely, we are not anywhere close to the top of the top. As you can see right here, January 2025 in this estimate is basically where things start to pop off, with them ending at perhaps, let's just call it October or so of 2025. And if we go back to my previous scenarios of where I think the bull market was headed, I mean, even if you just look at Bitcoin on the short term, it doesn't really look that negative at all. I mean, perhaps you could state, oh, a little bit of a double top or a little bit of a fake out happening again. It's going back to the trend line, so going back to 95,000. But if we zoom out a little bit, let's quickly grab it from a zoomed out perspective here. If we zoom out and we start looking at Bitcoin from a broader perspective, let me tell you right now that it just makes sense for things to be kind of sideways, not too crazy, for perhaps another month or so, as an example, before just an absolute pop-off with the climax, the summit, the peak, the culmination, just to be around the October end or so. And reflecting back on how that looks in comparison to 2017 or, the 2015 to 2018 cycle, yeah, I mean, it does make sense. So maybe indeed we're just being a bit too panicky when it comes to these coins. And for the most part, it's because altcoins are doing so bad, right? If we're just taking a look at Bitcoin, I mean, yeah, for the most part, it feels like it's at a highest point ever. It feels like, whoa, we're above $100,000. That's pretty cool. That's nice, whatever. But with many alts, since Ethereum hasn't beaten its all-time high, Solana did, but is basically trading below it. So since most of these coins are trading close to an all-time high, but not even above it, for most, it doesn't feel that euphoric yet, which brings up two ideas. One is this is basically a April situation of last year, or perhaps even the year before that. Some people have dubbed that this is like the 2021 cycle where things started falling down before getting better in like a few months, basically like March, April of 2024. And I kind of see it in a sense of, you know what? Even if the worst comes to worst, which in my opinion, the worst being that we go down for a bit before coming back up hard over the next few months, even if that were to be the case, I don't really mind too much. But it still doesn't make sense to me to have that, because back in April, March, what happened was the euphoria was way too high. However, I must add, there's a very different thing going on right now in the market. If we're looking at it, right, we would all state that euphoria is very low, because right now it seems to be no euphoria in the market at all. People are very bearish. Most of the people I've talked to said, no, we're probably going down, we're probably going down. And that's usually when you go up a lot more. The counter to that is a lot of these famous celebrities, a lot of these behemoths are making coins, and they're doing way better than expected. Plus, Trump coin, like we talked about before, is siphoning liquidity out of the entire market because people have lost significant sums of money with it as of this point. I mean, it's still very significant. If you invested early, you'd still be up a ton on this coin. Don't get me wrong. But from the perspective of where it is right now, from where it was before, I should say, from 75 back down to 27, a lot of people have gotten wrecked, going down 60% or so, 65%, something like that. Now, I must also add another addition to that there is, like I just stated, a euphoria still going on with those coins. First of all, I told you guys last week, I was told that Trump coin might overtake Bitcoin, which was the scariest thing I've heard in a long time. But now, if you look at Vine, if you look at some other actors that have made coins, there's just many politicians, many countries, many hacked accounts still making coins that do extremely well. Like before, it used to mostly be that those coins perform, but not really too crazy, right? They do a couple $1 million in volume. They go up a couple $1 million in market cap. But right now, if I look at the top rankings, I think right now, if I look through, let me just quickly go ahead and open up. I think there's a good chance that there'll actually be coins at, I was going to see here real quick. So let's say, who here? Okay, so Vine here is at $350 million, huh? Dean is the guy from, okay, I guess it's a fake. I guess his account probably got hacked. There's Murad, a famous influencer as well, at 11 or so million. You can't see it, but I can. Let's quickly see market cap-wise, what are the biggest ones? So Trump, of course, is biggest. Vine is very, very large. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't know what that's supposed to be either. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't know what those are supposed to be all. They have significant liquidity, so... That is quite peculiar. These are all new, though. Maybe there were some other companies that were also making coins, because that seems to be the crazy meta right now. But my point was actually mostly that a lot of these coins are just getting crazy, ridiculous amounts of attention and volume in them for, in my opinion, no very good reason. And perhaps the euphoria has just shifted over to coins in that nature instead of, just our general utility coins, etc. Going back to our earlier posts of when to start selling your altcoins. I mean, right now, with the way things have been going, Bitcoin hasn't really been losing that much dominance to alts because they've mostly been slashing, and just a very small segment of coins have been doing well, which again kind of feels like what we saw back in April, March of 2024 with the AI boom, but then with meme coins. But then again, it's a whole new school of people that are joining, to which I'm thinking, even there, I don't really see the euphoria. I don't really see the patterns of a usual altcoin season. And I mean, like Phantom and stuff are doing really, really well in the App Store, sure. But again, it's not general euphoria all around. I mean, we saw some of that last week, but still at the same time, most alts were not blooming at the same time. So I feel as if we're just at a slow phase right now, but for the most part, not going too crazy. Man, look at this though. Like from a perspective of what's happening, we're seeing some of the craziest pieces. Elon Musk's laugh and the Sorkin coin saga, a tale of memes and millions. What is going on here, huh? Oh, man. Man. Yeah, these coins, they're something else, let me tell you, all right? Elon Musk laughing about it, basically giving it the thumbs up. Interesting situation, but yeah, meme coin town, huge. But it's mostly big memes. Small memes have kind of lost their culture right now. The pump fund trenches are not as hot as they once were. And I guess a lot of the smaller caps usually do well as well when the bigger memes are doing well. They're kind of leeching off of that, or when the main ecosystem does well. So ETH coins are really, really in the crappy gutter right now. Solana coins, some are doing well, but even now, there's a very big unlock happening for Solana rather soon. I'm not sure if it's tomorrow or a few days from now. I've forgotten the exact date. Just a quick warning for anybody holding Solana. Most likely they'll just eat it up. They'll be fine because it's already priced in. But I'm just saying, hey, there is a big unlock happening rather soon. Let's quickly here find it for Solana if we can. Where is Solana at? Yeah, okay, so I can't find it. But yeah, Solana, maybe I'm mistaken, but I really thought it was true that they were having a pretty big unlock happening right around this time. Well, we'll skip it for right now then, because maybe I was wrong. But regardless, market is as interesting as always. Hopefully y'all are still enjoying it, even though things are looking bad, maybe, perhaps. Maybe you're not loving it, but hopefully you are. That was it for right now. I'll see you back again with another crypto update soon. If something crazy happens, I'll be here to cover it. I'm still bullish. I'm still excited, but just some, some negative price action here. You sometimes have it. Maybe change your attitude, though, because it's not that bad. I don't know why people are this negative about it. But yeah, that's about it for right now.